Last year, we published a story on how we managed to turn a $70,000 investment in SEO into $200,000. Those returns have now gone up to almost $500,000, so it felt like a good time to revisit the story. You will hear stories of influencers making a living from their blogs, success stories of getting bazillion organic visitors per month, and literally thousands of articles on how to grow your organic traffic that are obviously focusing on their own organic traffic. But nobody's really being honest about the work this takes or the cost behind it. And we are going to do that right here, right now. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. And in order to force myself to do that, I'm going to drink a shot of this bottle right here for every minute of this video. Right. Let's do this. Okay, so in 2015, we started using Google Adwords. Using Adwords is super effective because you're targeting people at a great moment of intent. Okay. All right. So in 2015, we started using Google Adwords. Using Google Adwords is super effective because you're targeting people at a great moment of intent. When they search for Sony digital cameras, they've already decided to buy one. It's just a matter of where. But using AdWords is also freaking expensive. In our lifetime, we've given Google over $200,000 worth of advertising. Back in 2015, we discovered a few valuable keywords like pitch deck. Pitch deck was a very specific keyword that a startup or tech person would use to refer to their presentations. It also meant that they were ready to buy because they already knew what they were looking for. They already knew they needed a deck. Finding this star keyword is the very beginning of the process, and AdWords lets you do this pretty fast. A click in pitch deck cost us around $4. We converted around 25% of them, so that's around $10 per signup. With a 10% or so conversion from signup to paid, that means that each paid user would cost us around $100. So this was expensive, but it was good. Our lifetime value, or average contract value, is around $250. So we still turned a profit on these users, but we had to find a better way to find this traffic. So it turns out we discovered that only about 5% of the searches for keywords ended up in clicks. And that's pretty standard in Google AdWords anyway. So that means that 95% of the searches for this very valuable, very precious keyword were going to other ads or to Google's organic results. And that's when we decided to focus on SEO. What if we could get all 95% of this traffic? Now, content marketing for SEO requires a very specific set of skills.
What I do have are a very particular set of skills.
You're going to need to know how to write, know how to maintain a website and a blog, some UI and UX skills, math, because you have to be on top of those analytics, and
opportunity.
No, money.
Okay.
You need money for ads. Your content doesn't get in front of people for free. That's just crazy. Okay. So let's start with the website. $12 a month. Believe it or not, our landing pages are all built in Squarespace. And Squarespace is not paying me to say this, but they actually should. For $10 a month, you can do everything yourself without the need for a developer team. We have a development team, but they're actually busy making our product better.
Oops. You said delete.
We don't waste their time making websites. Some other alternatives, you probably heard of Drupal or Joomla. Don't get me started on how much I hate those, and how all these websites look alike, and how you still need a developer to set them up. No. WordPress is good though, and you can try Ghost too. Next, let's move to metrics. That's about $99 a month. You're gonna get something like Ahrefs. You're welcome, Ahrefs, by the way. Where's my commission? Moz is also pretty good. They will both let you monitor the ranking of your website for different keywords along different geographies. Now, the team. We spent around $30,000 over the course of 12 months on the team. But this will be around $5,000 to... We can pull through. And now the team. We spent around $30,000 over the course of 12 months, but this will be around $5,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on where you're based. These are the skills you got to cover on your team. Content strategy, defining everything from what content to what audiences to target and what to cover. Writing the content. This means awesome writing skills, a good understanding of the subject, and some knowledge in SEO. Publishing said content on the blog. That means managing the website. Not technically difficult if you listen to my advice about Squarespace, but definitely time demanding, and some design eye is required. PR, finding people who will talk about you, for awareness and for backlinks. It's free, but it's very time demanding. Speaking of time, community management. So you'll want to mirror a lot of what you do towards different social networks. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Medium, LinkedIn, Pinterest. and develop relationships with your followers. That's actually very valuable. Then you need some Google AdWords and Facebook ads skills. In 2017, you need to pay to play. So if you want a budget. Starting to hurt. Okay, so Google AdWords and Facebook. In 2017, you need to pay to play. So you want to budget a good amount of money for promotion, and obviously someone who can spend it wisely. We'll talk more about this in a minute. SEO, knowing how to distribute keywords in your content, cross-link your articles, and use anchor text correctly. I lost my count. So finally, metrics monitoring. Constantly monitoring the keywords you're targeting and your progress with each one of them. Can anyone, like a single person, do all of this? Hell yeah. Like back when we were broke, I took care of all of this, and I'm not even that smart, as you can see. Anyway, as soon as we could afford an extra marketing person, this is how the division of labor started looking. Basically, I was able to delegate the community management and the maintenance section. We both shared some of the PR work because there's just so much to be done. So as soon as we could afford a third marketing person, this is how we organized the work. As you can see, PR continues to be a shared task between all three of us, and we're still far from covering everything that needs to be done. So the rabbit over here represents Article Bunny. They do some of our ghostwriting articles. Articles like this can only be written by someone deeply involved in the process, but other articles focusing on keywords can absolutely be outsourced or delegated. And this is how much our team cost. Now, going to advertisement. We spent around $40,000 in advertisement. Now, you'll think this is nuts. The whole point of working for SEO is saving your advertising cash. Well, wrong. You need to pay to play in today's social media. So you can't assume that by sharing something on Facebook, you're going to get enough traction to get your content to the top. We also discovered a direct correlation between the paid traffic that we bring up to a page and the impact this has on Google rankings. In other words, we realized that by driving artificial traffic to a blog post, Google seemed to consider it much more valuable content and thus started ranking it a lot better in their organic search. You gotta pause the teleprompter. I can read. It's going away. Okay. So obviously, this needed to be high quality traffic. If you bring traffic with high bounce rates, this is probably going to backfire tremendously. Facebook ended up working great for this. It's normal to find content and to click content on Facebook. So leveraging their ads platform to promote quality content was a great idea. These ads don't feel intrusive because people share and discover content all the time. These are our expenses exclusively for our SEO clicks campaign. And then this is how we optimized it. Say we're targeting startups with a specific campaign. There are many ways to define a startup audience on Facebook. Maybe with people that follow TechCrunch, or people whose job description is founder, or Facebook's own small business owner's behavior. So we defined like 5 or 7 testing audiences based on different combinations of these variables. Once we do, we test them against each other to find out which group brings the cheapest clicks. So we cross-check the click cost on Google Analytics to make sure that the bounce rate... What? Again?
Yeah, shut.
Well, the important thing is, I hope this teaches you how to make $500,000. That's the upside over the course of 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Okay, so we cross-check that click cost on Google Analytics to make sure the bounce rate is low and the average time on site is high. Okay, so sometimes cheap clicks have terrible bounce rates, so be very careful about this. Do this for a few months and track how that content evolves in Google's rank, and really, that's that. Just spend the money, you know. We started this in late 2015, and the biggest and strongest effort lasted for 12 months. And after that, it became more like a maintenance thing. This is how much revenue we've made from the organic traffic since then. We bring around $25,000 every month from people that visit our blog or our website through these keywords. Are we done?
Yeah.
Yes?